You done fucked up, man.
Peace, everyone. How you doing? The title is HSWS. That's hip hop stands with survival. Must speak now. The closed tour, the closing tour. Must see. We're finna have some conversation here today, people. I done put the pen to paper again. So prepare to see what's on the screen. And I'm gonna play this little song. Israelite Gangster. When I get through playing this song, I will get back to my speech. So let's play this song. I seen a couple people was here waiting, but it seemed like you done left.
Listen, Israelite gangsters, judges in white sheets, satanic system, Masonic wisdom and black priests, the beast religion, triple six subscription, nipple strip, the crack addiction, the kings whose dreams have ended but they started living. It's non-fiction how we all in prison. 5% of the Christian caught up in his thug addiction and love with troubles from hoes. At once with bubblegum souls, doubling O's to the Z's, man. O's to the G's, O's to the BD's, Lords to the 4CH's. Police hate this thug with papers. They know the knowledge that I'm holding is sacred. And the fact is, this cracker still owe us our 40 acres. This is street wisdom for my niggas in prison. Prophecy for those in poverty. That's to my competition. Ride with me if you real, cause these niggas is fake. They turn their back on the hood. That's their biggest mistake. While they relaxing in the mansion, I'm in the midst of the action. While they in they six snapping, I'm in the street with the Mac 10. Shot down niggas think this is back then. Real niggas see through the cinema acting. That's why they feeling me. Cali to Philly and why the NO where the blocks hot as an info. I just left the funeral of one of my guys. He only lived 24 years, was one of a kind. Trying to hold it back, the tears just burst through my eyes. He was a soldier, always thought he'd be the one to survive. I put Mikey in this song so he's never forgotten. I kissed his sister on the cheek and told his brother I got him. Damn. Got you, Marcus. That's real. Anything I love.
So let's get to our presentation, people. Without further ado.
Layla Wills Born Love Hassan Campbell and Cuban Links interview recap the Menace to Society Message Drama Hour episode.
You done fucked up, man.
This is the power of street knowledge, and for the next generation by Carl Albert Davis and Israel Doctrine Entertainment LLC stands on the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth as a refuge from the traitors amongst us in the so-called black community, the Hebrew Israelite community, the Islamic community, the modern African community, the Moorish community, the Hispanic or Latino community, even in the so-called white community, and the online conscious community. And let's be clear, people, this is on 6 of 7 continents when we speak on the universal Zulu nation and its affiliate, and with the one continent in the float, this is global.
This is global. As you see, I like to start it off like that.
Here I will be discussing and critiquing an interview just had on Layla Will's channel with none other than the Menace to Society himself, Hassan Poppy Campbell, with special guest Born Love and former Terror Squad rap artist Cuban Links. If you all want to go watch the actual interview on Layla Will's channel, feel free after this recap to go watch it, as I believe that what my platform has done for about 8 years in these YouTube streets as it relates to Afrika Bambataha, Hassan Campbell, Ronald Savage, Layla Wills, Troy Star Torrain, Khalil Amani, Sonnetter TV, Cousin Marky the Puppet Master, or 10 Toes Down, and countless others is now come full circle, or for hip-hoppers the turntables have turned, where this DJ Play would have said if he was still with us to tell about whether or not he was sex trafficking as a teenager for Afrika Bambataha and the Zulu Nation.
So, Marky the Puppet Master, Mr. 10 Toes Down, Mr. Get on your knees and put it in your mouth. The circle for these hip hoppers, turntablists, have turned. As the deceased DJ K. Slate would have said if he was still with us. Tell him about it, whether or not he was a sex trafficker or not. That's why they won't speak on him.
In light of the cult classic movie Menace to Society, we will be deep diving in this commentary, and for posterity's sake, as our old stalker and federal witness against Yahya Ben Yahya Khalil Amani used to say, I will begin this deep dive with a quote from the actor Bill Duke, who played as an investigator of a murder in the film, and direct Layla Wills and her co-conspirator Hassan Campbell, to a quote, and the quote will be expressed 9 times for the movement to find out about the underage teenage Latino or Hispanic boy who stabbed Afrika Bambatawa and his manager Ahmed Henderson after allegations that a statutory rape was done on him by Afrika Bambatawa back on April 1st, 2013, and it goes a little something like this. You know you done fucked up, right? 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 You know you done fucked up, right?
You see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
You done fucked up, man. As y'all can see, I'm in a little mood. Forgive the mood that I'm in. I'm trying to present.
The audience needs to understand that this episode begins with some personal messages to all the players in this saga to find out what happened to the boy 2013. Fasten your seatbelts because some of these messages will have some spoilers.
That's the seatbelts, y'all. We're moving. We're on a roller coaster. Though I'm not reading, the computer is reading.
First up to bat is my message for Mr. Khalil Amani, who, as many may know, Khalil Amani was a federal confidential human source who in the 1980s took down Miami cult leader Yahya Ben Yahya. Khalil Amani, a known federal witness, would later be hired to write for the now deceased New York DJ K. Slay Straight Stunting magazine. Khalil Amani is also the first writer to inform us in Hip Hop back on April 2nd, 2013, that Afrika Bambatawa was a gay and statutory raped an underage Hispanic or Latino boy and then was stabbed with his manager Ahmed Henderson by the young teenage boy. Khalil Amani, who DJ K. Slay informed of the stabbing and told him to write and publish the article against his former Zulu Nation leader, was the first to out Afrika Bambatawa of a suspected child molester or statutory rapist before Troy Star Torain was dispatched in 2013 as a character in this investigative reporting that is noteworthy as it relates to racketeering and influence corrupt organization of Zulu Nation and Hassan Campbell. Now my message for Khalil Amani, the informant and who DJ K. Slay knew was an informant writing for his magazine by his national television presence on various syndicated shows, is a quote from my favorite hip-hop artist Tupac Shakur's song, How Does It Feel? How does it feel, Khalil Amani, to write after you went private for attacking YouTubers' children to see Layla Will bastardization of the boy stabbing Bam narrative? Why did Layla Wills flip-flop on the teenage boy stabbing Bambatawa and never mention your role? How does it feel, Khalil Amani, to see the woman who you said back around 2017 was placing herself in a RICO setup with Hassan Campbell, Cuban Links, and Born Love, and not so much as make a peep about you after I corrected the narrative for you about Star informing the public after DJ K. Slay told you what happened and to write the article? Khalil Amani is an individual who I informed after he turned on me and joined Team Star and Layla Wills that would be dealt with not by me but by the Lord God of Israel. And even though I have issue with Khalil Amani attacking my church, the Lord God of Israel is good because he had Layla Wills looking very flustered as she tried to bob and weave the narrative as Born Love kept asking what happened to that boy. My simple message to Khalil Amani, who I told to go to the Federal Bureau of Investigation and report Hassan Campbell, properly, and he declined and decided to join the racketeering for Hassan Campbell and Layla Wills. A day is coming where you will regret the legal ramifications of your failures to properly report certain crimes to your government handlers, and I have registered mail receipts to prove it.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you? You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
You done fucked up, Mr. Khalil. Got your channel taking all that shit.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
You done fucked up. Moving on.
My next message is to the co-star of the interview with Hassan Campbell in Cuban Links Born Love. Now, I do not know much of Born Love other than early in 2016, he made videos claiming he too was aware of Afrika Bambaataa being a sexual deviant, and that he now informs us that he was aware of the story surrounding Bambaata's stabbing, and that he was also informed that a hit to murder the young man went out by the Zulu warriors, but that he did not act upon it, as he was aware it was probably as a result of Afrika Bambaataa being a statutory rapist of various well-known hip-hop artists over the years. My message to Born Love is a warning, as I saw some things develop during his commentary with Hassan Campbell. My warning to Born Love is a quote from Hassan Campbell, and it is: pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. When I say your circle, I refer to Hassan Campbell, and when I say hurt you, I want you to go back and notice how Hassan Campbell decided to inform us of your street name and that you was once a known stick-up kid in New York City. I say these things about watching Hassan and your well-being related to how Hassan Campbell does not like to share his racketeering with anyone, and if you notice, he seemed viably uncomfortable as you was introduced and even decided to segue your past criminal activity as a way to validate his street credibility, but also lining you directly inside of the racketeering, but without offering you the respect of a dime, as he has grifted online for 8 years about Afrika Bambaataa and attacked countless individuals, including myself, as I have for about as long as I've been at odds with Hassan. Asked him what happened to the boy, he said Afrika Bambaataa gave him a picture to murder and gave Hassan the picture when he was well into his 30s, as he claims Afrika Bambaataa molested him as a teenager. My message to Born Love is: I appreciate that you applied pressure on 2 occasions in the interview asking about the boy that stabbed Bambaataa, and if you see this or someone informs you of this recap, I want you to go back and look at Hassan Campbell Get Up and Leave the first time you ask for the boy, and how Layla Wills looks like she lost all breath, jumping in every chance she could to filibuster your inquiry with her distortion of what happened. Even when you Born Love mentioned the young man stabbing Bam and said you would like to see someone interview him, did you notice Layla Wills made the claim that nobody has ever identified who the boy was, but that Hassan Campbell had spoken to his brother following the incident? I know I am saying a lot here, but what I want you and the audience watching this to see is Layla Wills made a huge mistake when she said the boy was never identified, because her racketeering co-conspirators Troy Star Torain and Khalil Amani said that they knew who the young man was and that they knew his name. Now in the sit down with you brother Born Love, she changed the narrative completely, which brings me to the next message.
Moving on. I told you I'm feeling some kind of way. Because I know.
My next message is for the co-star of the Hassan Campbell sit down with Layla Wills, the former Terror Squad rapper Cuban Links. Now many may notice Cuban Links and be aware of his ongoing feuds with his former affiliate Fat Joe, and I have a message for Cuban. My message to Cuban Links is: make sure that you remember that the boy they claim was statutory raped by Afrika Bambaataa was reported by DJ K-Slay's witness protection buddy and writer Khalil Amani to be a young Spanish or Latino teenage boy. My message to Cuban Links is: Hassan Campbell not only said that he was given a photo of the boy for him and other Zulu warriors to go murder for Bambaataa, but that the boy could have very well been a Cuban. I am saying that I heard you speak to Layla Wills about a Cuban revolution, and I am not sure if you know the Zulu chapter affiliate Cuban Crisis, who also reported what he knew about Afrika Bambaataa and his manager Ahmed Henderson being stabbed. My message to you, Cuba, is I know you want your get back for what Fat Joe did to you and you want justice for Cuba. What I am saying, Cuban links, is it is time for you to use the information on what Hassan Campbell was willing to do for Afrika Bambaataa and what Fat Joe failed to do and make it all tie together to the Hispanic plight in hip-hop and make it viral. I saw you praising Hassan Campbell, but let me also warn you that Hassan Campbell, when the heat is on, will snitch on everybody tied to helping him cover up for Afrika Bambaataa and for Mickey Benson, Muhammad Bel Islam, Doc, Jerry, and Big F. I saw you speaking in the interview about Jesus and the devil, and I, as the founder of Israel Doctrine Entertainment LLC, am here to tell you that Jesus is the Lord God of Israel, and you might want to think heavily about what you just sat inside of as it relates to Hassan Campbell and Ronald Savage, and use that street knowledge to get this right, or it may cause you more pain and pleasure on a real legal level as it relates to the Rico Hassan Campbell and Layla Wills is entangled in with Troy Star Torrain. My last message to Cuban Links is as it relates to his homie or YouTube affiliate 10 Toes Down TV. Did everyone notice how when 10 Toes Down was mentioned, Layla Wills immediately told everyone on the panel not to mention him as she has issues with him and his platform? Cuban Links, does Layla Wills know that you and 10 Toes Down was having a paperwork party on Fat Joe claiming that he too was a confidential human source? Layla Wills, like a bat out of hell, almost jumped out her chair to block Hassan Campbell or anyone mentioning 10 Toes Down TV. 10 Toes Down TV is the cousin of Frank Gehry, aka House of Consciousness or Sonetter TV. 10 Toes Down was the last person I added to my complaint sent to the U.S. Marshal Internal Affairs about Hassan Campbell after the Federal Bureau of Investigation was called. Cuban Links, my message to you is in the memory of Big Pun. You have been given the information to take Hassan Campbell's story and cause a dream shatter in these YouTube streets. Do it for the Latinos and the Hispanics.
Woo, sending messages to him. The pen is mightier than a sword.
My next message is for none other than the host of the show, Layla Wills. This is going to be different than you all may think, even though I believe that you deciding to speak on the stabbing to narrate after Born Love asked the questions was a fuck up. Now you know you done fucked up, right? My message to Layla Wills is, thank you. I say thank you because you did two things that I said to do some years back when I made the sub movement for the What Happened to the Boy movement, and that was to take it to the feds. Now, in your recent decision to contact the FCC to deal with Funkmaster Flex, you finally tagged a federal agency into this like I did back in 2018 and 2022. I thank you, Layla Wills, for closing the circle on these actions of Afrika Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation being federal, and this again solidifies everything I said to local, state, and federal agencies about this. Now some may think that my saying thank you is sarcasm, but when you are out here doing what Hassan Campbell has done to cover up for Afrika Bambaataa and the Zulu Nations and the Zulu Warriors security, and then you all come together and speak on the boy that stabbed Bambaataa, now you're doing work for those who seek justice, even if you're doing it to clear your own name. My message to Layla is also, I see you and Hassan Campbell was at odds on some of the direction this is going. It seems Hassan Campbell was not so enthusiastic about the John Doe case and was trying to narrate back to giving Afrika Bambaataa street justice and not criminal justice in the court. My opinion is that Hassan Campbell is trying to put this all behind him and get the weight off his shoulders.
Woo, that pen is sharp. That pen is sharp. Pen is sharp. Just letting you know what's on the mind, people.
My final message is for Hassan Campbell himself. I want Hassan Campbell to know that I see you. I see you coming full circle, and paying attention to your circle is not so fun now, but remember that when I told you to start an organization for children before I knew who you really were as the grifter and racketeering you are, and that the award from Star is why they keep you in play. My message to you, Hassan, is I see now that the award, if it collapses, it may very well make Star Troy Torrain, as a founder of a charity, highly upset. I want you to know, Hassan, that it has been 8 long years and millions of views in the conglomerate holding you in play, but just remember what you was told outside the hospital about hell and where you would go if you got involved with Afrika Bambaataa after the stabbing. I want you, Hassan Campbell, to remember this message as the coming months approach, and note that legally and lawfully your legacy and success is going to be buried right in that garden where you said that my deceased, but that is for another episode. Just know that the Lord God of Israel had Ismael give the YouTube Streets King the FBI card after you threatened those children, and when you and your mods had you watch the video and swanned my home. You have been a menace to the society, Hassan, but like Kane in the interrogation room, you most certainly should know you fucked up, right?
You done fucked up, you know.
Last statement.
Hit the like, share the video and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can get a notification when we get ready for our next powerful presentation.
All right, with that said, we only spent 20 minutes or whatever, but y'all heard what was in the letter and everything that I wrote down. You heard the little.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
You done fucked up. You know that, don't you? Anybody want to come in the room and speak, you're welcome to come in. Just know that I'm brutally honest, and I will be brutally honest with you. If you want to come in, everybody's welcome. Everybody is welcome. I've been at this a long time, people. I'm willing to answer any questions, anything that you hear in the writing or whatever you want to address. I'm here to address. Just know that I know. Just know that I know, please. So like I said, I got a little bit over 30 minutes to play with y'all. Anybody want to come, talk, personalize the conversation? I'm willing to do it. This is how I'm living.
KX hosted. I put my lifetime in between the paper slide. I put my lifetime in between the paper slides. Yeah. I put my lifetime in between the paper slides. I put my lifetime in between the paper slides. Listen, I'm not a smoker, not a drinker, I'm a thinker. Just being off your square only makes the nigga weaker. And when life gets harder, your addiction gets deeper. Next thing you know, you too low for help to reach her. I never been a follower, always been a leader. All alone in this jungle, just me and my millimeter. Back before I had the beamer, had them running like cheetahs, flagging like birds, kept them coming like subpoenas. We was balling in the club, Kabasi ain't by the leaders. But when the money ran out, they left me stranded like FEMA. That's when I found God. So you can ask Christina. The grass on my side of the fence started looking greener. I put my lifetime in between the paper's line. Nothing less than the truth. The people see the dim. My lifetime in between the paper's line. Codes written by God. He just let me keep the promise. My lifetime in between the paper's line. Nothing less than the truth. The people see the dim. time in between the paper slides. Ghosts written by God, he just let me. I got a father that I miss, a mother I adore, a brother I confide in. I know it's hard to cure. Got a girl that I trust. She's been here since I was poor. Sleeping in the penthouse, sleeping on the floor. Got a sister that I kill for, son that I live for, cousin that I mortgage off the cars and the crib for. Friends is really brothers. They've been out here in the field with me. None of them yes man. Y'all keep it real with me. A city that embraced me. My neighborhood is filled with me. This is in Chicago. That's why I keep it still with me. Envy is like a drug, and devils wish they could kill Mickey. But God got my back. Y'all gonna have to deal with me. Some give me that, love to smile in my face, but secretly they wish that they could take that nigga place. Don't grab the track sheet, try to match a nigga pace. Just remember, I'm the one that paints the pictures that they trace. I put my lifetime in between the paper lines. Nothing less than the truth. The people see the dim. My lifetime in between the paper lines. Ghosts written by God, he just let me keep the shit. My lifetime in between the paper lines. Nothing less than the truth. The people see the difference. Lifetime in between the paper lines. Ghosts written by God, he just let me keep the published. They don't know nothing about the hell. The epitome of being go. I am this year. Go ahead and hell. And just that smell, put it out on the block. I guarantee that it's sell. Feeling like I'm in hell, but I can't ride with Lucifer. I am a disciple of Yahweh and Yahushua. Rap is at a standstill. Shit is getting stupider. My flow is otherworldly, though. Somewhere around Jupiter. I know they waiting on my downfall, nigga, but I'm in pop mode. Like I'm with the outlaw, nigga. It's for the time. Ride with the top off, nigga. I'm that high. Nah, I won't stop. So I put my lifetime in between the paper lines. Nothing less than the truth. The people see me with my lifetime in between the paper lines. Ghosts written by God, he just let me keep the published. My lifetime in between the paper lines. Nothing less than the truth. The people see the difference. Lifetime in between the paper lines. Ghosts written by God, he just let me keep the published. Get right or get left is the model to follow, and those that know. Also, shout out to Carl Albert for being in here late night with me doing what we do.
I'm up out of here, y'all. Y'all only got a 30 minutes. It ain't even 30 minutes. It's 27 minutes. I'm out.